everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports. Coverage of the NFL brings us to heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that didn't take long to turn, almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the ball switches back over to Tampa Bay, and as they get set in place on offense, Charles, talk about the running game and the O-line, where they stack up going in next year, because Doug Martin was only active for 8 games this last season. Rushing total dropped down to 400 yards, basically.
Yeah, they were fortunate they picked up Jacquizz Rodgers during the year, and he gave them some nice games throughout, but I start with the offensive line. They've got some good building blocks. Left tackle Donovan Smith, guard Ali Marpet. Great places to begin. I think they'll continue to try and fortify that offensive line because that will help whoever becomes their primary ball carrier.
Paul Posluszny coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On the defensive side of the football for the Bucs, here's the lineup. You know, you look at last year, 2016, 23 points a game, right in the middle of the league, but improved, I think. How do they look going forward?
Well, they did improve, and they improved throughout the second half of the year. They focused on communication. They cut down some of the stuff they were doing defensively, made it simpler, and they played a lot faster. And look, Gerald McCoy is a terrific player on the defensive line. You got linebackers that can run in Levante David and Quan Alexander. And I thought that Keith Tandy really emerged as a safety for them down the stretch and made some big-time plays.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And Bortles going to sneak it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
first half,
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to... And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Doug Martin touchdown run. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. And a great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field. Rose up and stopped them. Went off the field and said, offense, take over. Put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
A little chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that.
Here's Bortles to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Bortles. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Quan Alexander. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, here's the run with Martin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
A first down throw for Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And a catch right side by Evans. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
A monster 2016 for Mike Evans. His Buccaneers didn't make the playoffs, but it wasn't because of his production. Led the league in targets and was in the top 5 in many other receiving categories. What a big-time year for him.
4th in yards, 2nd in touchdowns, just outside of the top 5, 6th in catches. So he's going to be a handful for teams in the future. I mean, he's got a long career ahead of him.
A long career ahead of him, and look for him to increase his yards after catch as he moves forward in his career.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. And Folk's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Fielded about a yard deep. Two receivers left, one to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy in alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And this is taken in at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return. Winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to...
After review of the play, the replay field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. I mean, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Bortles now on 1st down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Bortles now on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such. Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keith Tandy. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, they're like, that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown this Super Bowl. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks.
And now here is another interception. Picked up on Levante David. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw...
And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. And the young Bucs showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Third and goal, Winston. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone, in this compressed area of the field, get away and not allow a touchdown.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And my goodness, another interception picked up by Keith Tandy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we
trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Bortles. And now here is another interception. A great read down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we have reached halftime here in Houston in what so far has been a very one-sided Super Bowl 51. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with... You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big tight end, 61 yards. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And quickly they get to the line.
Green 90. Green 90.
On play action. Now Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's third and short.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it to Hearns. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
We got three. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was trying to hit Rashad Green, and it's 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Bortles going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He hops over him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. offense from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 15 yards there for number 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Single receiver. Hey, here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And this defense has been extraordinary all season, and that might just be the cherry on top. What a play there on the fumble recovery touchdown.
Maybe it's time they get a nickname because they've played like the great defenses of the past. The Steel Curtain, Doomsday, the no-name defense. We might have to come up with one for these guys.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Bortles. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Winston to throw it this time. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the fit.
And Winston lost the football. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. He had 1 man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, we'll see. Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and
there, it'll be second down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Muscles him off. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the
ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Ayers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here we go now.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third and long, it's Bortles. And complete to Lewis over the middle. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Jaguar football here and now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to look deep. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on another.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They're looking to throw this. Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on that last play there, he He's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. Sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bortles going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. Bortles now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jude I.J. Barima. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say